Thanks, Rita. Sisters and brothers, I'd like to pay my respects also to the classical people of the Northern Nation. And I don't say it lightly, I've said it all over this country. And I put it this way, there will be a referendum in October. And if we don't get the voice up in October, it will take the plight of our Indigenous brothers and sisters back hundreds and hundreds of years, I know that. So when you go to the polls, make sure you're not only voting for the voice, you're voting for treaty, you're voting for truth, you're voting for land rights, you're voting for our Indigenous people to be treated equally in this country. Thinking about what I was going to say, and let's kick off with the Labour Party, as Darren's indicated. In WA, they got elected. In Adelaide, they got elected. In Melbourne, they got elected. In New South Wales, they've just been elected. In Queensland, they're elected. And on top of that, federally all across this nation, we now have a Labour government. Now understand this, and I'll say it quite clearly. I've always said that when workers come together, they can change governments, and that's what you guys did. The men and women of the CFMEU, the CFMMEU changed the course and the direction in this country, and we're going further. Because what we've got to do is they have to understand, where did the money come from to get them elected? Where did the people on the ground come from? On the polling booths, on the phones, where we led marches. And this time, they better understand that if they're not going to deliver for us, we're coming for them. We're coming for them. Isn't it great? And let me tell you, standing up here, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else in Australia than being with workers and the working class of this country. You would not want to be anywhere else in this country right now. I'm so proud to stand with Darren, his executive, ICSI, the blue collar unions, the plumbers, the metals. Let's come together. Let's come together and build a union that is going to deliver for all working class Australians, men and women in this country. Some people don't like talking about what I'm going to say about this. In the UK, there is very close to a national strike. What is it about? The cost of living. Workers can't put food on the table, can't pay the bills. And it wasn't too long ago, let me tell you, that one person in a household could feed the kids, could go and put the food on the table, could pay the bills, and go and have a pint and be comfortable. What is it now? You got 3 in a household, 4 in a household. We can't pay the rent. We can't keep up with the cost of living. And to this Labour government and to the trade union movement, we start a campaign. This campaign starts right now. We want cost of living wage increases. And if it's 8%, it's 8%. And in the UK, if it goes up, we fight for that too. We fight, and we're out on the streets for the low-paid workers. As Sally McManus has indicated, they want 7%. 7% on the basic wage here is about $2.60 an hour. It's nothing. And so what we're saying is we're going to lead this campaign. We're going to struggle, and this is the start. and how good it is to be alongside you today, brothers and sisters. I want to say this to you. We've seen in this country the biggest exploitation of working men and women for the last 100 years. We've seen Gina Reinhardt, and when I last looked, she was earning $925 a second on the backs of workers, exporting our iron ore, exporting our coal, exporting our gas. Well, let me tell you, there's a renewable campaign coming up now, and we are going to work with like-minded unions, because we're talking trillions of dollars, we're talking training, we're talking apprenticeships, we're talking union long-term jobs with union agreements. That's why we put the ALP in, and they've got to remember this. We put them there to deliver for the working class men and women and the lower paid workers in this country, to bring us all up together, united together, struggling together. That's what we do. And I'm going to finish by saying this, brothers and sisters. I'm going to say this, and it's an old saying from my old mate in the UK. He's passed. If you spit in a puddle on your own, you'll never make a ripple. But if you spit in the puddle together, we drown the bastards. Thanks very much, brothers and sisters. Love you all. CFMMEU, here to stay. CFMEU, here to stay. CFMEU, here to stay. Touch one. Touch one. Thanks very much. Love you all, brothers.